we're gonna wait a few minutes. We have 160 people already. Guys, our AMAs. I think I have been perfect. All right, cool. I've been in a lot of projects AMAs, and usually not a lot of people come to these AMAs, but our AMAs is all the time full of people. We have a very, very big community that is growing on a daily basis, and we're pretty much very happy and very proud to see how far this community came, and we're pretty much more excited for the coming. The adventure. The adventure just started in PositionExchange, and we're very excited to have you guys on board on this project. As you know, as we mentioned actually many times, but I need to mention again and remind some people because they tend to forget. PositionExchange is not a project it's not a 2-3 month project. So if you are here for some short profit or short income, you're welcome. But we just want to tell you that this is not the project for that. This project is here to stay for the coming years. We have an army in our team building something big. We're aiming big. We're not aiming slow. This is not a staking platform or a swap platform like all of the FD platforms out there. No, we don't aim to be that. That's too small for our aim. Actually, we aim to be the biggest and most complete decentralized crypto platform out there. Because you guys will see something right now. You can see out there in the crypto space, hundreds of projects, are born every day. New projects with different features: swap project, NFT project, lend and borrowing project, and all the different kind of projects. There's a lot of them. You just go to CoinMarketCap, check out the new listed tokens, and you see gaming projects every day. There's like 100 of these projects that pop out. The thing is, only 5% of these projects actually make it to 1 year, and only 1% of all the projects makes it actually 5 years. So you can see there's a tiny percentage that makes the project, make the project live for a long time. And in PositionExchange, this is what we want to do. We want to create a project. We are in our first year. I think this month, it's going to be around 10 months the project has been running. The project is very, very, it's like a baby project. It's just being born actually. And it start to reach the maturity with us releasing a lot of very big features, and we're gonna continue to build on a daily basis to deliver to this project and deliver to this community, because man, we have a big community around this project, and we're very happy. The community is a little bit mixed. The people that we have are a little bit mixed. It's fine with us. We have people that are here for short income. They don't have a lot of information about the project. They're also welcome to be here. We have people who know actually the roadmap and understand how the project can actually be very big as well. So we have a mix of users in our platform. When we speak, we address everybody, but we mainly address people who are being here since the beginning and believe in this project and actually understand. We want to address people that understand the potential behind this project and what we are building. A lot of projects are being born every day, 100 projects, right? When you check these projects, why they disappear? Why they die? Because a lot of projects died. Now, let me make you understand something. The project is different from the token. That's two different things, right? The token, of course, will increase in value if the project reaches the maturity and the project is actually shining and doing very well. But the project can also do extremely well, and the token can actually drop in value, especially the project that actually have features that collect money, because the main aim for any project, as you know, guys, is to make money, right? To have income. A lot of these successful projects, their income does not come from the token. So the token is just a utility token that people use, but their income comes from the features: trading fees, staking fees, lending, borrowing fees, and then they make millions of dollars from that. And we can do the same too. By the way, guys, we can, if we wanted to, we can do the same too. Like the 1%, for example, we can establish a 1% for the staking platform. We don't have any fees when you stake and when you unstake. We don't have any fees actually, except for the NFT, but the NFT fee goes back to the pool. We can do that. If we have done that, I think right now we should have that 1%. We should have at least $4 or $5 million in our pockets because of the fees. But it's not what we do in PositionExchange. We're very, very different. We're extremely different. Our vision is different. We don't look here. We don't look now and how much money I make now and how much funds are gathered by the team. We don't look there. We look very far. Therefore, this is why we have invested substantial amounts in this project, because we know that this project is there for the long run. Once this project reaches maturity, we just believe that it's going to explode, because the value and the quality of the product we're going to provide to our users will talk. There's no need to talk. The product will talk. Yeah. A lot of projects right now out on CoinMarketCap, but they die. The main reason a lot of projects die is they don't have a real utility. They don't have a real use case. There's no plan. There's no roadmap. It's just a project, a meme token, or a game token, or a swap, or like an exchange. But they're only looking to the first 3 months, but they don't know what's going on after the 3 months. So they hype around the project. Price goes up, and then they don't deliver, or they don't have any roadmap. Then people start selling because it was just a hype, a pump and dump kind of project. For a position exchange, we are completely different. We have a whole roadmap, and for now, we're probably just delivered 20% of the actual roadmap. So 80%, and the most important 80% is out there, is about to come. So this is a long-term project that we're creating here with Position Exchange, and I'm addressing this, informing users, holders, people that hold their token. Everyone is welcome, short-term, long-term. We don't mind, actually. Everyone is welcome, but I'm addressing people that are here for the long term, explain them the potential behind Position Exchange, because the project like ours, actually, project with big roadmaps, project with big development plan, this is the way, actually, this is the usual way of the price chart. Like the BNB, for instance. BNB, when it was released, it had like a hype around it. It went up, then it went down, and it went stable. And for 1 year or almost 2 years, BNB was very, very low because the team was building. They were building real stuff. They were building actually utility cases around their project. And once they delivered, there's nothing to say. Look at the BNB right now. It's the third biggest token in the world. So this is what we're trying to do as well with Position Exchange. We build. We create value, because in the long run, value will be the product. Because in the long run, if you deliver, if your product is strong, if you bring some utility, some product that user actually use, the value will deliver. And this is what we're doing. And so today, I'm going to remind everybody about the timeline of our roadmap, what we are releasing, what's going on, what's going to happen in April. April is a big month. It's much bigger than actually March. We have a lot of stuff coming in April. And again, we're very glad and very, very, very excited for everything that we have ahead. As you can see, we have gathered there's a big community around this project. I do understand that a lot of people do not actually understand the roadmap or the concept behind Position Exchange, but this is why we do these AMAs, trying to remind people, because we do believe in our project. Once we deliver the big ecosystem, the project is going to explode. So I'm just informing you, because I'm aware of that. The team is aware of that. This is why we're looking our tokens. This is why we invest a lot of money in this project, because we know that. People are listening because you guys have been here, you invest in the project. I want to share the good. I want you to know about the potential of the project, and also to not lose the opportunity in the future. All right, so we have lately released the Decentralized Perpetual Trading Protocol. The team right now, our team, is working on the protocol on a daily basis, actually, to add some extra functions, because as you guys could see in orders, we now have market orders and limit orders. So we're going to add a stop limit orders, trailing orders, and so on. We're going to add the complete set. We're going to add the cross margin as well. We're going to add the whole tools that people find actually in centralized exchanges, perpetual trading. We're going to add them here, and they're going to be fully on-chain and fully decentralized. Once we release this trading protocol, actually the status of Position Exchange changed. So before releasing the trading protocol, the platform was only a staking platform. We only had staking as a main feature. Now it's changing. Our status changed. The other project will change the way they view us. Everyone will change the way they view us, because we're actually a trading protocol. Trading protocol is a very, very complex thing to develop, guys. It's probably the hardest thing to develop in crypto. We're very happy to be able to do that in 6 months. Like I mentioned many times, usual trading protocols like DYDX and ApolloX take 2 years to develop, and we're very happy to deploy actually and develop something. Right now, it's still in the beta version. Once we're going to add the last functions, it's going to be fully operational. It will be great. It will be great to have. We're going to organize a very, very big trading competition to bring users from all different platforms. We're going to have a 100K trading competition to invite users from different platforms to trade and try the first ever fully on-chain order book. And trust me, that big trading competition will bring a big number of people, and that it's going to be then when we're going to start to make, that the big noise we're waiting for. In Position Exchange, and our team, we're not in a rush at all. We understand the project, we understand the potential, we know where we're going, we build, and we want to do things carefully and in a smoothly, in a very good manner. So we don't rush things, we want to do this in the best way, because again, the success of being there for the next 10 years is longevity, sustainability, being able to have a product that stays for a long term, not to have a simple product that would disappear for 2 years. Again, I think a lot of our users, they do understand this, but a lot, they don't know. I'm just trying to inform everybody about that. So yeah, so the trading competition will be a big thing that we're going to release. And by the way, the trading protocol, the release of the trading protocol got the eye of a lot of people. We got contacted, by the way, by a lot of projects on the BNB chain. They offered pools together, collaborations. They offered AMAs. They offered, because we have a lot of big following. And right now with the decentralized trading protocols, it's serious. For other projects, we're very serious. We're somebody. We're scary. We probably say that it's we're gonna explode. There's no way. Actually, all the project owners, when they study our project and understand the roadmap, they say it's just a matter of time for you guys to succeed. And I'll say, yeah, we do know about that. This is why we're taking things at our own pace and we want to make the best out of this Position Exchange, because this project, like I said, at the end of this year will be one of the top decentralized crypto platforms out there. So it's your decision, actually, whether to remain as a dedicated holder or not. That's going to be fully yours. But my job, the core team job, is to give you the information so you cannot say in the future, I didn't know, you knew about it, everything was clear in our project. All right, so now let me talk a little bit about what's going on the development side. In Position Exchange, we're working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So right now we're working on the bond exchange. As you saw, guys, we have released the bond feature, right? And the crypto bond feature, the first ever crypto bond launchpad, as we mentioned several times, because some people asked, when are we going to have the first project over there? Well, let me show you that we have a lot of applications, but we want to be careful to select a good product, a big project. Now, actually, we're very selective, maybe too much. We want only, for the first few projects, we want only to have the best project. It's for exposure, because if we list a good project from the beginning, the first ever project to be listed on our platform is a big project, a project with users on BNB chain, that's going to be a big actually way to launch the launchpad, get more exposure and bring higher projects. So this is what we're trying to do. Right now we're in discussion with 2 or 3 big projects to launch their bonds on our launchpad. And again, the bond launchpad will be a game-changing feature. It's a very unique, as you guys know, the crypto bonds are a very unique feature. It's not out yet, and the first ever bond launchpad. And then again, like I mentioned, we're going to collaborate with project on that, the BNB chain as well, to promote and get exposure on that. Launching the bonds on our platform means 2 things for us. Number 1, we get big and easy and free exposure from other projects, because if other projects launch their bonds on our platform, they send their users to our platform to check it out, to buy their bonds from there. And we, like we mentioned lately, I think we have, let me copy paste this so I can explain you a little point about this. This is very important. We have one of the highest retention rates in the BNB chain. When I see this, it just gets me very excited, because the project right now, it's still in the first phase of development, but it has a high retention rate. It's crazy. Let me explain what is the high retention rate. Retention rate is the ability to keep users when they first come to visit. Project with a good retention rate is a project that successfully keep users, because a lot of users, they check a lot of projects on daily basis. And what happens in Position Exchange, when they come to check, they don't know about us. When they check, there's a big probability that they become users and they buy Posi and go to stake. So we have a high retention rate. I think it's due to many factors, but I would summarize them in 2 big things. Number 1, we're fully decentralized and community driven. 80% of the tokens belong to the community. We don't have any private investor, any vesting schedules. We don't have any of that. And the team tokens are locked for 2 years. So people, they trust in this token. The team is not going to dump on you like what happens in other projects. The private investors will not get their token and start selling. There's nothing like that. All right, that's number one. Number two is because we are having a whole ecosystem. So users who like NFT will probably stay here. If they want to switch to swap, they don't have to switch platform. They can do that on our own platform, which is great. So and also the community, the way it is, the admins doing the amazing job, the UI that is also very good. So there's a lot of factors with the high retention rate. So with a high retention rate like this, when we invite other projects to launch their bond launchpad, their bonds, when their users come, it's more likely to become our users. So that's going to be free user acquisition for us, which is going to be insane. Because when a project launches their bonds, they want everyone they know to go buy the bonds. So they're going to invite all the users, 5,000, 10,000, 200,000. Everyone will jump to our platform to buy the bonds. Well, we get the exposure. And also later, once we establish the bonds, we're going to make some fees, establish some fees in the bond launchpad, and that's going to be income that will be used also as well for buyback and burn on a lot of different things. So that to know. So the bond launchpad is a very, very big thing that we're cooking. We're cooking it slowly, like on a slow fire. And once it's going to explode, once we get that first project, it's going to be big. I think it's going to be very huge. It's going to make a lot of noise in crypto. And then we're gonna work on it. We got contacted by different blockchain network that we actually launched the bond launchpad, a different network, a different blockchain. They contacted us to know more about it and see how we can collaborate maybe in the future and create one in there. But for now, we need to focus on the BNB chain. This is just to tell you how actually special this bond launchpad is. Because let me explain you why it's great, the bond launchpad. Because a lot of projects, after they pass the IDO, after they do the token sale, maybe a few months after doing that, they need funds. And they don't have, they don't have a way to collect funds. The only way they have is to sell the token. But if they sell their token, they will dump the price. So we propose them a very great and better alternative. No need to sell your tokens. You just come and you deposit them or deposit stablecoin in the collateral, and then you can receive money from the investors, right? So it's a big feature that's going to change the life of a lot of projects and actually make a lot of noise. So we are expecting it to be one of our major features as well with the decentralized trading protocol. Now, what we're working on behind the scenes is the bond exchange. The bond exchange, guys, it's not a simple exchange. It's like a trading platform that you can actually, because the bonds are implemented as BEP20 tokens. The bond exchange coding and development is done. Right now, we're just finalizing the last touches, the UI and everything, but the development is done. So expect to see it very, very soon. You can buy and sell bonds in there, and it's going to be great once we're going to have like other big project bonds can be tradable and exchangeable on the bond exchange. Because the bond exchange will also host, I think, the whole set of the I think BEP20 type of tokens as well, because the bonds are integrated as BEP20. So that's for one. Number two, we're working as well on our, you know about it, right? We're working on our own decentralized exchange that will support limit orders. So we, in the future, actually very soon, we're not going to be no longer routed through PancakeSwap. We're going to be routed. We're going to make our own exchange. It's going to support limit orders. It's going to have low fees, probably the lowest fees out there on the BNB chain. And it's going to have a high liquidity. We have a new technology to solve those issues. So we're going to be a swapping platform as well. And swapping platform, collect fees means more pools, more listing tokens, more funds as well. So that is coming, and we hope to able to provide that in April. As well. So the DEX is coming very big. Now, the team also will focus on, like we mentioned earlier, development of other features. We have the NFT features. We're going to have the creator-owned NFTs, art NFTs, that's going to come to you guys, an NFT marketplace for external NFTs as well, collaboration with artists on our platform, collaboration with other NFT projects that will be there. So a lot of big things. So yeah, I do expect our biggest features to be the swap, the decentralized exchange, the trading protocol, and the crypto bond launchpad. We're going to be known for these three big and major features. For now, we have only released the beta of the trading protocol, so still have the final version of the trading protocol, and then the swap, and then the bond launchpad at full expansion. As you can see, the project is just starting and we're just building. And man, we're so excited for the future, and we're very happy about what we have achieved, our dev team, what they have achieved in a very short period of time. Now, move on to next. Like I said, we're going to develop all the baby features, the mobile app. We're going to try to launch it on Google Play this month in April as well. And also we're going to try to launch it on App Store this month as well. So we're going to try to bring you the mobile app, downloadable very soon, because the mobile app, as you guys can see, it's fully operational. Right now, the team, you guys might have actually faced some issues in the mobile app, because right now we are releasing the latest version, the last version before Google Play. It's going to be released, I think, next week or so. So the last version of the mobile app before Google Play right now, because the one you have right now is not updated. We're going to release the new update to you guys very soon. We removed all the bugs, make it more actually operational. It's going to be much better. Because I think for the app, Apple users, iPhone users, we have ended actually the test, because it was just a test flight, and now we're going to release the official one very soon on the App Store. So expect to see that as well. So as you guys can see, a lot of things. This is just started. The project is just getting started, and we're going to start to deliver big. The coming few months and few weeks are going to be very crucial for us, very defining, and they're going to change actually the future of this project for life. All right. So this is about talk to you guys about the development, what we're making behind the scene, all the improvements and everything that is coming. Now let's talk about collaboration. Like I mentioned, right now, the team, our marketing team, is mainly focused on bringing collabs. So right now with the trading protocol, we can target bigger, because we have launched the trading protocol, so we can target bigger projects for collaborations, and they can sit with us in the table and speak. We had a very huge meeting and the last days. I don't want to display the name with who, but right now, I mean, we have the card, the key to these top 100 projects. Everyone can sit down at the table and discuss, and actually they do believe and see that we have very, very big potential, so they really want to jump in collaborations right now before the project explodes. So collaboration, a lot of collaboration will be coming in the coming weeks. Actually, we'll see a lot of we're going to be featured on a lot of different projects. We're going to feature a lot of projects. We're going to have pool collaborations. We're going to have other kinds of collaborations as well. I don't want to give you guys a spoiler about that, but it's coming. For the listings, a lot of people asking about listings at top 5 or top or whatever. Right now, for the listings, okay, so the other people with me in the room, they're telling me to be quiet, but I'm just going to tease you guys, all right? Not going to give you the latest information, but I'm just going to give you guys a teaser. Yes, top 5 big listings. Of course, it's just a matter of time. Okay, so this is what I'm allowed to say. I cannot say more as per agreement with the exchange. Okay, because guys, if we don't say about the listing, it's not that what exchange are we talking about? It's not up to us, because in the agreement, if we say the name of the exchange, they might cancel the listing because they want the hype to be from their own side. All right, so I cannot say more. I do believe, guys, you believe it, you understand. But maybe the biggest listing ever of PositionExchange pretty soon. Let's see how it goes. It's just a matter of time and then it's going to happen. What's going to change again? Everything in this project. All right, so this is what I'm allowed to say. Cannot say more. Sorry, guys. All right, so talked about the partnership, talked about the listing coming, because guys, our project, for people who understand crypto, right? People who understand crypto and understand the vision. This project is actually really eye-catching for other projects. When they see us, the listing, the exchange, when they see us and they understand the roadmap, they're like, man, it's just a matter of time for you guys. I say that we do understand it's a matter of time. We do believe it. Everyone on our team believes it, and that's a good thing. I like to share that with you guys, with the community, because a lot of you guys are wrongly focused on the price of the token. The price of the token, like I mentioned many times, guys, it doesn't have any significant meaning when the main features are not all live yet. So the price of the token, we can talk about a price when the project is fully developed. And then now we just talk about the price. Well, the price is up, why the price is down? Yeah. Then we need to provide answers. But now, the project is in development, and it's going to be in development, and it's going to develop and build until it's going to explode. And then If you're lucky and you're here by then, it could be in a matter of few weeks, few days, I don't know. So you're gonna explode with it. If you leave earlier, well, then you can only blame yourself. All right, so this is the I've been talking for 30 minutes. This is the recap I wanted to share with you guys. Now we're gonna open the chat for questions. Feel free to ask me anything. I'll try to answer them and see how it goes. All right, go ahead, guys. Thank you, Dragon, for the time and for doing that. All right, I'm gonna try to answer as much as I can, guys. All right? Okay, we have Steve saying, when new pairs will be added on the trading protocol. All right, Steve, good question. Right now, like I mentioned, Steve, the team is working on a daily basis. Every day, they're working on improving the trading protocol. Now you guys have the beta version. Now they're gonna add more functions, like I said, the stop limit and more functions. They're gonna correct if there's any bugs. They're gonna remove if there's any issue and make it perfect. And then once all the functions are being added, we're gonna add the POSI pair. We're gonna add, the most exchange pair as well. They're gonna be jumping there. It's SRP and so on. So all the big pairs are gonna be there. We need a timeline for new feature with specific date. All right, this is something that we will not be able to do actually, guys. Because let me explain to you why and explain to you in a very good sense. Because our community is mixed, like I mentioned, right? We have users that only here for a short period of time. They don't care about the future of position exchange. We have users who care. Now, these users who don't care, they're mainly actually here for short-term profits, and a lot of them end up doing something that is not cool, which is taking the words of the people who are staying here for long term, and they try either to hate or to feud or something in specific. So giving you guys a date has been not a good experience, especially with the community and the way it behaves around that. So we can mention when the time was actually specific date of the releases, but we cannot give exact dates because of that. And as well, something very important. Let me tell you why. Another reason, because we want to benefit holders, real holders. So actually, giving you guys a specific date to release something might incite the traders to pump and buy a lot of tokens and sell later. So we're not going to inform them until it's released, and then everyone will be fair, and we're not going to have such situations again. So this is for the health of the project and the health of the community. But talk about decks and everything. A lot of things will happen. April, this is a big month for us. All right, this is a big month that we're going to do. All right, there's a question that you guys will repeat 3 million times. When the buyback and burn, All right, guys, as you can see, we have released the trading protocol, right? We have actually a trading volume out there. A big percentage of the trading volume is not out of users. It's out of our own market makers. For trading protocol, we need to make our own market makers, right? So a big part, it's not the majority part, is not from users, a lot of users, but it's from our own self. The buyback and burn, actually, as we have said, again, to make sure to benefit the long-term holders, we're not going to set a date for it. We're not going to tell you, tomorrow we're going to burn, because everyone will then buy the token and then they will sell later. No, we're going to burn, it's going to be randomly done without informing, so only the real holders can benefit from that and not traders, because we cannot deliver this project to traders. They can just we hype about the buyback and burn. They come, they pump, and then after we buy back and burn, they will sell. We will not allow that to happen. It's going to be random. No one will be informed. It's going to be fair for everybody, and the holders will benefit the most. So hold your tokens. This is what's going to happen. This is how we can treat this. Because right now, like I mentioned many times, there's a big part in the community right now that they're not interested in the future of the token. But what we do, we just come, we share the hate, we share the feud, and then that we cannot allow, and we are not going to help them actually continue. So buyback and burn, we don't inform until we do it. So hold your token, and you might get the profit from that. All right, I'm with this project. I've invested. Not too much to response, but now people also come. Nothing. All right, so good boy. I think you still don't get the big picture again here. All right, because you seem like you're waiting for the product, so the token pump, and then you can sell. This is the thing I've been telling for now. This is the part that's there for the long run. The trading protocol right now is in the beta version, right? It's in the beta version. We're fooling it. We're making the development full actually with the other functions and also adding pairs. until it reaches full maturity, and until we organize trading competition. There's a huge trading competition. That trading competition, it will set the kickoff of the real trading, because we're going to bring traders from all the platforms around the world to trade on our platforms to get the kickoff. So if expecting a pump dump, this is not the project. I think the project we should be in. This is a long-term project for people who want to be here for long-term and understand again this. Actually, the questions are all the same about this. There's a lot of people lately that care for the tomorrow's profit. They don't care if the project die after a few months. They just care about tomorrow's profit. I mean, we can now blame the users, but the project will act to protect the big holders all the time. The project will only benefit actually in the long run the big holders, the real investors in it, not the pump and dump. This is why we're not going to inform you about the buyback and burn. All the real holders will benefit from that. Okay. Any hints about the surprise feature? I have a great surprise feature, but okay. Let me see if I'll check with the team later if they want to give you guys a hint. It will be up to them. All right. All right. Hi, Jim. Do you think PositionExchange will overcome PancakeSwap and trading volume in the near future? Thank you for the great question. We do believe that we can reach PancakeSwap with no problem. Again, because we're gonna offer lower fees than PancakeSwap. I think about high fees, very high fees. We're gonna offer lower fees, limit orders directly, and we're gonna have a whole ecosystem. PancakeSwap, they don't have a whole ecosystem. They're working on it right now. They're trying to make it, but I think we can overcome them very much because we're gonna offer a lot of competitive advantage with Posi actually. That's gonna actually incentivize more users to swap on our platform than to swap in there. Can you list on three? Okay, this is a question that comes from Hello James. Okay, I think I've answered the question of the price on the investors, because I see a lot of people ask about that many times. Can we see Posi BUSD pair soon? Yes, Tor. I think once we finish the functions are right now being implemented. It's going to be it's really going to see it in Posi BUSD. All right. I did this PTP has been copied by Poker Break and has been 100%. Yes, but what? Okay. The one who made the comment about the P2P. We have our own roadmap. We cannot stop our own roadmap to do an idea. We have our own roadmap. It's a project. We have our own things to do. We have our own plan. We cannot stop everything we do and develop P2P because we think it's a great idea. We have a whole roadmap that we need to follow. All right. Yes, the P2P is going to be a part of our ecosystem. It's something that's going to be very important. But we have things to develop before that. When bonds 004 in April this month. This one you guys will have the bonds 004. When the bond launchpad will start, we're in discussion with 3 big projects, hoping to get the first bonds in the coming weeks. The APR of the bonds will actually depend on the bond issuer. Okay. Why PositionExchange future trade in BTC price mismatch with actual BTC price? Well, you have to understand something. The price of Bitcoin will vary from platform to platform. The price on Binance is not the price on Apollo X, for instance, but it's close. Why it's close? Because people do arbitrage. People who find the price high in Binance and low in Apollo, they buy from Apollo, they go sell on Binance. I'm giving that a simple explanation. They do arbitrage. But for now, we don't have a lot of people trading doing arbitrage, therefore the price doesn't follow. This is why. Can we expect the listeners in a week? Don't say the name, it's okay. Well, it's not up to us. It's not up to us. I hope tomorrow, it's not up to us. Hopefully next week or, I don't know, coming in April. Hopefully April. Okay, hi James, good to hear you. First bond, again, first bond in April. Other trading pairs April as well. Hi, which goal will be reached first? What is number one? I don't understand the question. Okay, can you explain how is tokenomics distribution? How many tokens will be minted and how many tokens will be locked for the team? The team has actually 10% of the tokens that are locked for 2 years, and we don't have
10%, I mean 10 million, we have 10% of whatever the circulation supply is. So if circulation supply is 40 million, we have 4 million, but it's locked for 2 years. The tokenomics, 80% of the tokens are for the community. Continue to go down, increase demand for the token, then what's the benefit of the holder? Okay. Dewa, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name actually quite well. Again, this is something that there's a truth in what you're saying about the minting of Posi, but you need to understand again. It's not a 3 months mint all the tokens and then done. No, it's a long-term project with a big roadmap. So it's for people to benefit on the long run. This is what we're doing. This project is amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend. What makes you feel confident about this is the survival and sustainability of the success of the product in the near future. While you're building, do you take into account community feedback from the demand? Of course, we've always taken the community feedback. Actually, the community feedback is extremely important to us. But it constitutes a lot of our most important support for the survival sustainability. This is what I've been talking about. It's all about survival and not survival, sustainability. Are you going to be sustainable or not? This is the real question. Will the project have real products to be sustainable in the long run? Yes or not? So what we're doing right now is creating actually products that are going to be sustainable. In relation to the bond launchpad, new project that comes to launch, will these Posi lock thus increase the scarcity of the token? Okay, let me explain about the bond launchpad and how it's going to benefit us. If a project would like to launch their own bonds, we invite them into our platform, all right? And they will send their users to buy. We might include, if the users want to buy the bonds of that other platform, they need to buy at least a certain amount of Posi or hold it. So we're going to include an incentive for all the users before they buy the bond from other projects to buy Posi first. So it's going to benefit us as well. So that could be implemented very well. Everyone is asking about Bond 04. You guys are excited for the bonds. That's good to see that you guys are excited for the Bond 04 because I think it's going to be in April. And if you guys are very excited, just let us know. If you want the Bond 4, let us know Let us know a lot when you want this to happen, and we're going to try to make that happen, all right? Okay, thanks for the release. How to attack traders. I see a lot of questions that copy-paste from the bot or something. I'm going to try to answer the good questions. Hey, James, those who are holding Posi in their own wallet will reward 1% transaction stop all future platforms. Yes, we have the 1% RE5. All the holders will receive 1%. Buyback and burn, inform after and before. No, we don't inform after, before. We only inform after, no before. Because this is not a project. This is a project that will fight for its holders, not for the trading and people harvesting and selling. So we're not going to help them at all. So if they sell tomorrow, buyback and burn, well, the price will just jump a lot, and then it's going to be their fault. No, what do you mean? No, actually. John is beside myself. This is why he started the call, and I'm using his account. My account is fine as well. All right. Okay, I think I've reached the last one. We need a dashboard showing real-time collection fees that everyone aware and informed as transparency. Everything is in the blockchain, Leo. Everything is in the blockchain, actually. This is why we're running on a decentralized chain protocol fully on-chain. If we were like a hybrid or centralized, you would never know how much we collect. But because this is fully on-chain, you will know exactly how much we actually collect and how much is going to be used for burn. So that's going to be increased transparency, and then we're going to allow you guys to see that. I have a question. What happens to liquidity when Posi runs its own DEX? Actually, we're going to migrate it. We're going to migrate the pools from PancakeSwap to our own pool. So the liquidity will just get migrated very easily. Is your confidence still the same to reach $40 by the end of the year? My confidence to reach that is higher now than before because all the feedback we got from big projects and also from the BNB chain releasing our trading protocol. Right now, I see higher than $40. Not $40 seems too low right now. Why don't you implement to buy other project bonds using Posi? Actually, no. This cannot happen because the bonds will not allow that. The bonds, the project who launched the bonds, they want funds. We cannot give them POSI. They want BUSD. This is why they launched their bond. They want to raise BUSD. We cannot say, no, people will buy your bonds with POSI. They don't want POSI. They want BUSD. So the bond should be in BUSD. James Hope is rapping actually. Yes, maybe I'm a good rapper. Maybe I'll be a good rapper. I'll drop, once POSI reach $100, I'm going to drop a diss song. A diss rap song to diss all the paper hands and sellers and panic sellers. I'm gonna make a diss song. Is the team happy with the trading volume so far? Yes, great. There's a big part of it that is actually our own market making, but we're very excited and happy about seeing that people actually are using our trading protocol. But then, guys, you have to understand the kickoff, the real start of the trading protocol will be the trading competition. The trading competition will say, good morning, hello, but we cannot launch that until we're done with the final functions that we're going to add. The trading competition will set the tone here. Okay. All right. All right. Good. I think I've answered a lot of questions. To you guys. Exchange Pro. Good question, Coiner. The Exchange Pro is coming as well in April. The Exchange Pro, you're going to guys have, have it full because right now we're still routed to PancakeSwap, you know? So developing it fully right now, that wouldn't make a lot of sense, but we're still gonna do that. All right, guys. I think I've answered a lot of questions, addressed the very important issues with you guys. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen to me. You know, you're leaving your time and come here to listen to me. I'm trying to get some questions that are repeating themselves over and over and over. Answer all questions. Yeah, all right. So, thank you guys for taking the time being here. Maybe I think the admins who heard the answer to the questions, you guys can help, answer them back. Thanks a lot for your time. Hope I have shared some light about the development. This month will actually be very big for PositionExchange. Expect it to be actually very full of collaborations, and then that huge listing I was talking about. I hope we're going to have it soon because that will be the biggest listing ever in PositionExchange. It will change the game. A lot of features are coming. This is my message to holders. Okay, to all POSI investors and holders, if you believe in this project will deliver, and we have a lot coming for you guys. Don't be fooled by a lot of people who are only here for trading, a lot of people who are harvesting, selling. Don't do that because you can blame all yourself later. Okay, guys, so this is all what I can do is let you know and share with you. Nothing else. I've told you I cannot force you to hold because you're free to do whatever you want. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Take care of yourself and talk to you very soon. Bye bye. Big thanks to our admins before I quit. Our admins worldwide, thank you very much for the amazing job you guys doing. Without you guys, we could never have done this. Thank you to all the admins in our platform, working 24 hours, day and night, providing answers to our community. Yeah, for the big listing that will change the game, like you guys were saying, we will not inform the name until it drops. So if you don't have any POSI, it's your problem. If you sold all your tokens, because that listing will change everything forever. Anyway, it's going to be surprised. Everything from now on will be surprised to benefit the holders. Take care of yourself and have a good day, and bye-bye.